Hey guys, I just wanted to share this with you. It's awesome. Somebody had sent this to me, so thank you to that person. In Nehemiah 7, it says at the very, very end, the last verse, um, that the all of Israel dwelt in their cities when the seventh month came. The children of Israel were in their cities, and it's talking about um, it's talking about, it says right here, and I said unto them, let not the gates of Jerusalem be opened until the sun be hot. That's interesting because I was just talking about how the plagues in Revelation are describing a solar flare. Let not the gates of Jerusalem be opened until the sun be hot. And Jerusalem is in heaven. That's God's holy mountain in the upper atmosphere. That's what that represents. Um, and while they stand by, let them shut the doors and bar them, and appoint watches of the inhabitants of Jerusalem, everyone and everyone to be over against his house. I just thought it was interesting and encouraging, for me at least, that it says that when the seventh month came, the children of Israel were in their cities. Because remember that in Matthew, Jesus had given us the timeline for the rapture. And he said right after we see that abomination of desolation, which we've learned can be translated to idol of terror placed in the hallowed fortress, which we also know can also mean not the Jewish temple, but a any heathen temple or shrine. And since we know that now, this is this event on August 2nd, 2012, as I've shown in my other videos. Back here, if you're new to this, you can go watch these videos. I'll put a link below, because I've already gone through and proven all these things. But I just think it's amazing because we keep finding more and more proof that this might actually be the final timeline. I mean, we know that this happened. We know that the word abomination and the word desolation, we know that it means that it can be translated, that one of the translations, legitimately, from what these words mean, we know that it means idol. This word can mean idol, and we know that this word can mean terror, and we know that that the words we know that the word strength can also mean fortress. And I'll just show you really quick. I know I've already gone over all of this, but I still get a lot of questions from people. Sorry if I'm talking quiet. My son's not even sleeping and I'm talking quiet. I'm sorry about that. But here it is right here. Sanctuary can also mean hallowed place. And I'm also going to upload a video for you guys because I've been doing an in-depth study of what Daniel was talking about. But let me just see if I can find, because this stuff talking about the two kings is really, for those of you that want to research, and even if you want to prove me wrong or prove me right or anything, I'm doing a study from Daniel 7 to Daniel 12, and I'm trying to understand this thing between the two kings, the king of the south and the king of the north, because I don't understand that yet. But that ties in to this other stuff that we've looked at. But it is talking about in the latter days. It's talking about in the last days. So, I mean, people that have, and I'm sorry, I know I'm going off on a side note here, but I just want to say this. People that try to say that the book of Daniel is about things that have happened in the past, well, I think it probably is too, except that Gabriel made it very clear that he's talking about the last days, the very, very end of the age. And he says that multiple times as he's talking to Daniel. But anyway, so these kings, this is something that's going to happen at the end. I mean, you can pause to read this if you want. I'm just trying to find where it says the time frame so I can go back. Oh, and this was really amazing. I found this in here. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, and arms shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary, hallowed place. This word just means hallowed place. It doesn't necessarily mean the temple in Jerusalem. Okay, and when I say necessarily, what I'm saying is the word itself, the word right here, this word in, I think it's a Hebrew word, it has multiple meanings to it. And so one of those meanings is the Jerusalem temple, and another meaning is a heathen temple. Or another meaning is just hallowed place. So that's what I mean when I say it's not necessarily, okay? I'm saying that the meaning of the word there are multiple meanings for this word, okay? And then, one of the meanings is that it's a hallowed place, not the Jewish temple, but a hallowed place of strength or fortress. So in other words, a hallowed fortress. And they shall take away the either daily sacrifice or continual employment, which in other words would be a position. That's what we would call it nowadays. This is a legitimate translation of that word. It's not something I'm just making up off the top of my head, and I've proved that many times. I don't want to go in. You can go watch those other videos. But, I mean, this is a legitimate translation of this. These words actually mean this. That this word actually means both daily sacrifice and or continual employment. In other words, an employment position. And they shall place the idol that maketh terror. So this word here can mean desolate, but it can also mean horror, which is another word for terror. So it's just amazing to me that, I mean, look at this right here. This is describing us. I mean, it's kind of scary, actually, because it's describing us. It says, and they that understand among the people shall instruct many, and they shall fall by the sword and by flame and by captivity and by spoil. And when they shall fall, they shall be holpen with a little help, but many shall cleave to them with flatteries, and some of them of understanding shall fall and try to help. And some of them of understanding shall fall to try them and to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end. I mean, I just thought that was bizarre because it's very clearly talking about the time of the end right here. It's not talking about something that happened 100 years ago. People will try to make you believe that. They'll say, oh, don't worry about that. That happened a long time ago. No. Gabriel made it clear several times that he was talking about the time of the end. But anyway, I encourage anybody to just go in here and read these scriptures and really try to understand it. Because what it says is that, from the time that that employment position shall be given oath, this is what these words mean, and the idol that maketh terror set up, there shall be 1290 days. So we saw that. I mean, we saw it happen. We saw it happen on August 2nd, 2012. The idol of terror was placed in the hallowed fortress August 2nd, 2012. From 1290 days after the oath of office. So I know a lot of you are looking at this, you're like, yeah, I know, I don't need to be told that. But there's so many people that keep coming to my channel and they're new and they're just like, what are you talking about? I get that all the time, and so I feel like I have to keep repeating it. But yeah, it's here. It's in the book of Daniel. It's set. Gabriel literally told him the exact number of days from this. Um, the employment position, the oath of the employment position, which was the oath of office Obama took January 20th, 2009, until the idol of terror was placed in the hallowed fortress. That was the steel beam that Obama signed, placed in the One World Trade Center. Look at the videos below this video. Look at the links, and I go into detail. I show you the actual definitions of the words and what they are, and I show you all the proof is in there. But anyway, I'm just amazed at this, because not only do we have that fulfillment, and then of course then we had the Revelation 12's fulfillment. I'll give you a link to that video as well. But we have all of these other fulfillments, you can just look at it. It's just amazing, and I'm still amazed by it. And I realize that a lot of people are discouraged. There are a lot of people that have been looking for the rapture a lot longer than I have. And so they're discouraged, and they think, just stop. I don't want to get my hopes up. And that's fine. Nobody has to watch this video if they don't want to. Nobody's forcing them to watch my videos. But I personally am just blown away by all of these fulfillments. And then this other person just sent me this other scripture that further confirms this right here. It's just unbelievable, you guys. And whether or not the rapture happens at this time or not, it's still unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? It's still totally unbelievable, the number of fulfillments that have happened. And Jesus said immediately after the tribulation, over and over and over again, we're told the tribulation's going to last 1,260 days. The bride's going to be in heaven during that time. And immediately after that tribulation, there will be a solar and lunar eclipse. And right here, the very next day, 1,260 days after this date, the very next day, there's a solar eclipse. This is 7 months after the idol of terror was set up. And look at this. Look at these scriptures. When the 7th month came, the children of Israel were in their cities. And Moses ascended on the 7th day. The people shall ascend up on the 7th day. It's Nisan 10, if you count starting from the new moon. In the 5th year, devour the fruit. 2013 is the 5th year out of Daniel's 7-year period. It's just unbelievable. March 22nd is 1,260 days after Obama was awarded the Peace Prize. Look, I don't completely understand all of this stuff in Daniel yet. And I don't know anybody who does. But if you do understand it, and if you want to attempt to understand it, I encourage you to go through and either read the book of Daniel or just pause and read my outline, because I've made an outline of it right here, and I'll go ahead and scroll through here and you can look at my outline. You can pause to read my outline. I'm sorry. And to try to understand what Gabriel told Daniel about the kings, the two kings. There was the king of the north and the king of the south. And the king of the south, I'm not sure which king it is. I'm trying to understand all of this. But so anyway, you can go ahead and just pause to read this and try to figure it out. I made this outline to make it easier for myself to actually investigate it. So I'm running out of time. I hope you guys are doing okay, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.